Okay, to add a space switch, we're going to set it up on this pole vector so we can add a follow to make it follow the foot. So what we want to do is just make sure that we see those. Okay, so left foot pole vector and right foot pole vector. And what we're going to do is just select both of these, and we're going to say modify, add attribute. And for this, we're going to say follow foot. Yeah, or however you want. I just put follow foot just because it kind of like, if you do follow underscore foot, it's going to put a space in between. And then we want our min to be 0 and maximum to be 1. And then if you just add, so now we can close that. And we have that attribute on both objects now. Okay, so now what we want to do is actually, we want to select the left foot pole vector, and then we're just going to say Control G to just group it, put a group right above itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just double click this and copy, so Control C, and then go to this group and Control V, and then at the end of this control, I'm actually going to say space. Okay, and then so the right pole vector, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to group it above and open it up and then select it, copy, come above, change the group to this, and then add space. Okay. And so now what we need to do is constrain these objects, okay, constrain to the space object above. So if I select the foot, okay, and then I go to left foot pole vector underscore control underscore space, and then I say constrain parent, okay. So then this one I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to grab the right foot, and then I'm going to grab the right foot PV control space, not the actual object, okay? It's the one right above it. Not the control object, but the space group that we actually made. So then what we'll do there is we'll go and we will parent that as well. And then what we need to do is go and turn these on, okay? So basically when we select the control, and we go to this foot, not foot roll, actually we go to the pole vector, and if we want to say follow foot, right now it's going to always be 100%, okay? So what we need to do is turn this on so the constraint will follow the constraint, okay? So just follow along with me, okay? So what we're going to do is go to, we're going to select the right pole vector control, okay? So let's do the left one first. So left foot control, left foot pole vector control, and then what we're going to do is go to Windows, General Editors, and Connection Editor, okay? So in this Connection Editor, so in the left-hand side, this is going to be our outputs, and then what our inputs are getting inputted, okay? So what we're going to do is scroll to the bottom of this left foot pole vector control shape, okay? We're going to select this follow foot because this is what we're going to be turning on and off. And what are we turning on and off? We're turning on and off the parent constraint. So what we need to do is select that parent constraint and reload in the right. Okay, so then you'll get this left foot PV control space parent constraint. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, we'll have this left foot control W0, which is going to be the constraint. It's right here, okay? So what we're doing is just making a connection in the connection editor. So when follow foot goes 0, we know this is going to go 0. When follow foot goes to 1, this is going to go to 1, okay? So I'll show you, but first off, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go and reload the left, and then reload the right with the right foot pole vector, and then all we have to do is go follow foot and R foot, and then we can close that down. Okay, so now what you'll see is if we, right now, okay, so this is going to be set to 0 because I haven't set anything. So you can tell that this is still in world space, okay? So this It's still in world space and it's not following. But to turn it on now, all we have to do is go to the pull vector, go to the follow foot, and turn this to 1, and you'll see when you select that foot, now that pull vector is going to follow that knee, okay? It's pretty cool. Pretty nice to be able to space switch. And so you can do lots of different things with space switching. You can actually have it so like if you want a hand, say to follow your head, usually an IK hand. So if you put the IK hand and you rest it on your chin or something like that, you can actually space switch that to follow the head, and then you can actually make a world one, and you can do a pelvis hip one. So if he puts his hand on his hip and you want it to stay there, you can just basically lock that constraint. So that's where space switching helps with that. So I just want to go back to here and set this back to 0. And actually, I'm going to set both of these to 1 just so they constantly follow the foot. And then we can collapse this stuff, collapse all that, and then we're just going to save, file save. And so now we have a fairly good representative rig where we can start doing some different things with. We can do a simple, I'll probably just run through a simple walk cycle first off, just to kind of get our feet wet in the animation department. And so from there, we'll do that next. All right, thanks.